Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. Alan here, and thanks for watching. And if you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and go ahead and leave a comment down below if you feel so inclined. Today, like the title says, we're putting in a catch can, an oil catch can for the 06 Dodge Magnum. I don't know if some of you may know, most of you may not, but the PCV system, whether it's working properly or not, at this point I'm not sure, but my intake manifold is just full of oil, absolutely full. My intake runners, I noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed that, on Instagram I think I had some pictures of the dropped valve seat and the piston, top of the piston itself, and everything's just completely covered in carbon. Oil is completely, coated the inside of the intake runners on the heads, so I decided I got to get rid of all that. Had to go get a catch can. So here it is, Mishimoto's stock replacement, or direct replacement for the 06 Magnum. It's not just the 06, I think it covers a range of years, obviously, but we got some hoses here, 05 to 14 it says. We got the, looks like the bracket for the can. The rest of the bracket for the can. Some hardware. And of course, the catch can itself. And that wasn't, I mean, it is hardware, but those are actually the fittings that go in there, and then the hoses. Now, the problem with this kit is that it doesn't include both sides. Why can't I see myself? Let's go. Wake up. There we go. Hi, AJ.
Hi.
It only has enough hoses, I believe, to just run the PCV side, the passenger side. So I want to find some extra hose to go from the driver's side where you fill in the oil. Let's take a look. I'll show you. Nope. There's no pause button on the GoPro. I mean, why would you not put a pause button? No, we have to stop and play each time. And you got a bunch of different little clips. So we've got this hose here, or no, it's right here, and that's going to go into your intake. But the new catch can, it's going to come from here. Instead of going directly to the intake, it's going to go to that catch can, sits right here, and then that hose will go back to the intake. So you're getting filtered air. But then there's one on this side that only takes care of one head, and I want to do both heads. So we've got this one here. We'll do the same thing. We'll tee it. We'll bring it over, and we'll tee it into, the other inlet for this side, and then we'll continue to run the same single outlet to right there. And then, yeah, because this goes there, so that one's taken up, and that's all this one has. So that's how we'll run that. But first, I've got to find some extra hose. I'm gonna lay this hose out on the engine about how it should be, just to get an idea of what it's gonna look like, and then maybe guess and see how much more feet I need for the other side. Let's rip this open. So we got 2 hoses, some clamps. This is a little kinked up. That's probably gonna go like that.
Looks about right.
And that's probably gonna go like that. Alright, so this is how I'm gonna run them. We got the long one here attached to the outlet of the manifold, the PCV valve here. and that's going to go to the inlet. You got the crook, this little crook right at the end. That's going to go to the inlet of the tank, that one there. And then on the outlet of the tank, this guy bends around the heater tube and goes into the inlet of the intake manifold, and everything seems to make sense. There's a perfect space right here for it, and if you get in here, and I think we're going to go upside down, we're going to have to move this wiring harness out of the way here, but right back there it is, there's a nut right there. We're going to get the wiring harness out of the way, we're going to take that nut off, and then we're going to fish this bracket through, because if you notice, the nut was off center. So when it's in there, in the core support, it's going to be sitting in there bolted like this, right? It's going to be in there bolted like this, with the tab facing toward the driver's side. And these two holes here are threaded. They're going to bolt onto this bracket like this, right? And it's going to be sticking out of there like that, and then off of this here, you're gonna, these 3 Allen heads right there. And these holes are slotted, so we can twist this can around a little bit. But yeah, I think it's going to be pretty simple. Let's see if we can get that harness and get that nut undone. Stay right there for now. Stay. Oh hell, we can just leave you right there. And no, I never looked up anything yet, so.
Winging it.
Winging it, totally winging it.
Here we go. Will that even fit under there?
Yeah, it says you're gonna have to
Manhandle it.
conform. There was a bit of instructions that says conform. I think I'm gonna loosely put this together.
To make it keep its shape.
Okay, so I figured it out. We're gonna pop this open. We'll set that there. And this bolt, so this is everything they included, by the way. Let's go over that real quick just to refresh. The canister, 2 fittings. The other one is in my pocket somewhere. The holder, the other piece, and the long bolt, 2 short bolts, and 4 hose clamps. 2 I've already got on there. Stuff that I bought: 1/2-inch connector T. That's the part number there. 4 feet of PCV hose, 1/2 inch as well. And I didn't know how much, so you're really only going to need 3 feet, because we're going to plan on cutting it right around here somewhere and tying in that T right there like that. The can's going to sit right there. So that's what you're going to need to get in, and also a plug to cap that off. Now I'm not going to get rid of the old hose that went from here to here, just in case they say something during smog. But also you're going to need the 2.5 inch for these, and then the 4 millimeter, not 2.5 inch, 2.5 millimeter and 4 millimeter for let's see, that's the 4 and that's the 2.5. Still have to take those off and bolt that on like that. Scratching it up. But for now, we got to pull this bolt out replace it with this long one, and that will get us in there to plenty of bite to grab onto this bracket. Okay. Yeah, that's the right one. So we'll tighten this back down like normal. Real quick. I didn't have to undo those to look inside, but we're gonna take a look. No contaminants. Looks like quality stuff there. It's grease. Looks like some grease on the threads. Yeah, they feel a little lubed up. Boom. Might not be a bad idea to throw some blue Loctite on these guys. Oh, that is a nice hose. I'll tell you what, that does not just cut. Well, it's quality hose. That's the thick stuff. And for this side, we're gonna cut off about, we're gonna cut off about that much. No turning back now. I like it. That's more. Almost could have gone a little shorter, so it went down like that, really. Now let's see how easy this AutoZone stuff is to cut. It's definitely already not as thick. Wow. Wow. Oh. Put this back on. There's a slot there. There it goes. Okay, there's that. Kind of like it right there. Everything, the hoses want it to sit just like that. So that's where we'll cinch it down. Ooh. Well, I definitely got to say their half is a lot cleaner than my half, but it's gonna get the job done. And yeah, I'm gonna take these hoses off, these clamps off. I like the no clamp look because these are on there. That one's not that tight, actually. It's got this weird half barb. I don't know what that's about. Why would you do a half a barb? It's weird. With that like that. That can go. Yeah, that's not super tight. I think I'll put a clamp on that one. Well, no. No. We'll take the clamp off. Yeah, off both of them. And we'll just leave it like that for now because I still got to take that intake off and waiting for gaskets to come in a couple days. And then we can, I can finish up my other video on the head that I blew. But as far as this goes, and then we got this, right? That's gonna go there, so that's plugged off. You guys can see that. I'm sorry I can't start it up for you. And, you know, get it going so you can see it in action. Not that it does anything really, just sits there and looks good. Because man, it does look good. So I want to thank Mishimoto for, let's see if we can fix the lighting there. There we go. So I want to thank Mishimoto. Check them out on mishimoto.com and Instagram at Team Mishi. I know I'm going to go back to the website and see if I can find another one of those fittings, but you know, in aluminum or whatever. This, I think it's aluminum instead of plastic. And then might even see if they just got some bulk hose that's this quality, just because. Or maybe I'll do some more searching and see if there's a right side kit. Maybe I just didn't look enough. Who knows? And let me know if you guys got any ideas for this area. I don't really want to use zip ties, but that's what I got going on at the moment. So it works for now. It's gonna keep it out of the way. And with the intake on the tube, oh well. It's going to leave my intake a lot cleaner anyways, so I'm happy about that. So, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe. Have a good one.
Okay.
Hate it when you spend all that time spending.
Oh.